Amazing day. I'm about to pin this. We should be spotlighted. Yeah, we're good. Well, first and foremost, I want to take a second to just say thank you to everybody who helped put this call together. Vontel and Jorge, I know you guys are really stepping up, and you guys came together to provide an opportunity for people to get value. And that's really what it's all about at the end of the day. It's us coming together in a time of uncertainty, in a time where the world is a little bit crazy. We've got pandemics, we're waiting for stimulus checks, we've got, political stuff going on. Really now is the time when we got to step up, help other people, learn new skill sets. And that's really what we're here for today. So for everybody on the call, if you're new and you're a guest, welcome. And you guys can type some eights in the chat box if you're brand new, if you're seeing, myself, the platform crypto for the first time. I know there's a lot of guests on here, so I am really grateful to have you guys. And I want you to understand that, today's call is really just an introduction. There's some people who are already part of our mentorship program. Right now, I'm currently an educator for the largest online education platform when it comes to foreign exchange trading, cryptocurrency, and options. But today is really not just for those students, but it's for guests, because we're going to go through a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about the platform, but we're going to really start off just talking about cryptocurrency, specifically starting off with Bitcoin. So we can all come together and really understand where we're at. The hype is about Bitcoin. The talk is about Bitcoin. A lot of stuff that's happening in the world, people are talking about Bitcoin. Obviously today the stock markets went crazy. So now people are talking about, AMC and GameStop and things like that. But really for the last 10, 11 months, cryptocurrency has been the talk. But for those of you guys who don't know me, I'll keep this brief. George said, Jorge said, Jason Brown. I've been involved with the platform now for over 5 years. And I actually got involved at the lowest financial point of my life. I was $70,000 in debt. I grew up in New Jersey. I moved down to Atlantic City. I was doing really well. And in 2013, I burned the ships, went all in with digital entrepreneurship. And basically for 2 years, I was broke. I didn't make any money. So when I found this platform, I was 70K in debt. Like I said, I was moving, I moved back in with my mom and dad. I was living with them. And that's kind of embarrassing. 26 years old, you went from, 0 to 6 figures back to 0. And a lot of people thought what I was doing was stupid. They didn't get it. They didn't understand it. But a friend of mine in Nigeria actually got me thinking about crypto, learning about crypto. And I'm really grateful because of him. My life has changed dramatically. I started to research trading and I found the platform that I'm now an educator for. Okay. 5 years later, I found it. I didn't know anything about trading, but I joined as a customer, to learn, to be a student. And so over the last few years, I've done financially very well, financially free at the age of 31, retired my parents. And, now I spend most of my time teaching, educating and serving, helping other people, have life-changing transformations with these markets as well. It's what I love. So let's jump over to, I'm just going to do this on TradingView. Okay. So this is called TradingView. It's the most common platform, to mark up charts. I'm just going to use it to draw some things, but before we really get into the platform and how you guys can learn and how you can capitalize and show you some of the software and things like that, I think it's important to understand, why Bitcoin in general, right? Why Bitcoin? Why crypto? So first and foremost, the big thing about cryptocurrency is the decentralization, right? The fact that, the governments create their currencies. Those currencies are supposed to be backed by, assets, commodities, things like gold. But very long time ago, the United States even got rid of the gold-backed US dollar. So really, the ability for the Fed to just go and print money has inflated the dollar. And you could think about, even 10 years ago, $10,000 then is a lot different than $10,000 now, right? I mean, you know, I watch sports and you see some of the baseball, basketball, football contracts from like, you know, 2000, and you see, you know, the max contracts in the NBA, the crazy contracts in the MLB, all of that has to do with inflation. And that's just one example, but you could see even, you know, things that we buy in the store, you know, simple things, the price and the price has gone up, but the value sometimes stays the same. And so, you know, the thing with Bitcoin and the thing with crypto is that the technology of blockchain that backs cryptocurrency is a life-changing, world-changing system. And the governments around the world are starting to adopt and adapt to building their own blockchain, or they're actually just acquiring blockchain technology from some that already exist. For example, Stellar Lumens XLM is actually their blockchain that backs Stellar is actually now being used in Serbia and Ukraine. They're using that blockchain to build their national currency. Right now, the US is currently working on a digital dollar. And, you know, so blockchain and crypto is a solution to a problem. It's accountability, right? So that's number one. Speed, number two. Transferring, number three, right? We have a lot of issues with credit cards because there's a lot of fraud. You could buy something, call the bank and say, hey, I didn't buy it. And, you know, that's called a chargeback. And so with the credit card system, a lot of credit cards are high fees, high risk. So I think with crypto in general, we're moving to this place where we've created a solution to a problem. But here's the thing with Bitcoin that's extremely powerful. Bitcoin is really the king. So if you think about like a food chain, then Bitcoin would be at the top of the food chain as we speak today. The reason why is really just two things, right? Supply and demand. And this is really where I open up a conversation with people that I'm talking about crypto for the first time. I know a lot of people here are new. Some of you guys are actually already trading with me. So you know that I've had to, you know, we peel it back to some of the basics for this call, but this is important for you to understand. This is really the umbrella, you know, 30,000 foot view. So there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin in the world. Okay, that's it. There's not more. There's not 21 million and one. There won't be 40 million. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. And the CEO of Bitcoin, or the founder, has an alias. Nobody knows who it is. So that's really good because there's no company, no CEO to target, and it's a global solution. So Bitcoin is worth money on every planet, continent, you know, country, city around the world, where, you know, if you were to take, let's say the Mexican peso, for example, and take it to Canada, it doesn't really have value. If you were to take the Mexican peso to Europe, it doesn't really have value. But if you take Bitcoin pretty much anywhere in the world, it has value. So global currency with 21 million Bitcoin. Now, what's important to know is that there's 4 to 5 million missing, right? So out of the 21 million, about 4 to 5 million Bitcoin are missing. What do you mean missing? Well, I'll just give you one example. I read an article not too long ago, but it was actually from, I read it not too long ago, it was actually from like 2018 or something like that, where a guy, he was a drug dealer. He had 6,000 Bitcoin in a wallet, and he left the password in a hotel room. Okay. Now somebody said, well, why would somebody with 6,000 Bitcoin be living in a hotel room? He's a drug dealer, right? He was like jumping from place to place. It makes sense. Anyway, he had it there, and the cleaning lady threw it out, or somebody threw it out, right? So this guy had 6,000 Bitcoin. Now, if you guys are good at math, you'll see, well, if you're not good at math, you'll probably just use a calculator. I'm not that good at math, but right now, since Bitcoin's right around 30,000, guys, that's $180 million today. Okay, so he's a little upset. I'm sure that guy is pretty upset, and he definitely doesn't love his cleaning lady at all. So anyway, that's the most expensive cleaning lady in the world. But that's just one example, right? I heard stories of a guy who lost his ledger and threw it in the garbage and was searching the dumps in New York to try to find this thing. Right. So there's situations where people have been a little bit irresponsible, you know, whatever, and they've lost the Bitcoin. Back in the day, Bitcoin used to be used for some bad things like human trafficking, sex trafficking, etc. And I think a lot of that was confiscated, you know, sent to the wrong address, whatever. So let me just shut off annotation because somebody wanted to draw on the screen. So let me just get rid of that. All right. So 4.5 million are missing, and then 2.7 million are left to be mined, which means that there are, we're going to speed this up now, 14.3 million approximate BTC in circulation. Okay? 14.3 million Bitcoin in circulation for the whole world to move around. But here's the cool part. I did some research, and the last study that I could find, it was from 2020, was that there was 46.8 million millionaires in the world. Guys, just by looking at what I have on the screen, it'll tell you why Bitcoin is valuable beyond the other coins and why I believe Bitcoin long-term has the brightest future. Because it's the only coin with that limited of a supply. There's not even enough Bitcoin for every millionaire to have one or a half or even a third. Okay, there's just enough for about a third of a Bitcoin for every millionaire in the world. And there are a lot of people who have more than one Bitcoin. I have a friend who actually has 6,000 Bitcoin. Guess what? That's 5,999 millionaires that won't have one because he has 6,000. Make sense? So what drives Bitcoin more than anything is a increasing, I'll use the brush tool, right? An increasing demand and a decreasing supply. Oh, that was supposed to be an S. Okay, so your demand is going up and your supply is going down because right now there's less and less Bitcoin available on the open market every single day. Now, yes, some people are selling, some people sold in the 40s, but guess what's happening in 2021? Institutions, banks, funds are stepping into the market. Back a few years ago, a move like this that happened today over the last few days where Bitcoin keeps trying to push below 30 and then it pops back up, that could have never happened years ago because the institutions, the banks, and the big funds were not involved. Today, it's a different story. We have one example. Okay, check this out. Okay, we have one example. So let me. How much BTC does Grayscale own? I know the answer, but I just want to show you guys. There is a fund called Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. What they do is they buy Bitcoin, okay? They buy Bitcoin in bulk, and then you can buy shares in their company. Honestly, genius, okay? The company owns the Bitcoin, but you own shares in the company. So even if you sell your shares, they still have the Bitcoin. Makes sense. They're using other people's money to collect coin. Obviously, it's regulated, so they're not going to just take your coin and roll. But it's a really awesome concept because some investors don't want Bitcoin. Some of the older school people, they have a 401k. They can't just pull money out. They're going to get a penalty, but they can invest in GBTC. So publicly traded GBTC. GBTC holds 572,644 Bitcoin. What? 570. Guys, that's 4%, roughly 4% of the world's supply of that 14.3. Guys, that is insane. That's just one institution. Imagine all the wealthy people who are buying tons of Bitcoin. Imagine all the retail traders, people like me and you, the small people, right, that buy Bitcoin on Cash App, PayPal, Robinhood, right? Imagine all the people that when this stimulus check hit, they went and bought crypto. I know a lot of people, when that stimulus check hit, they were like, yep, I'm buying crypto, buying crypto, buying crypto. Imagine when the next stimulus check hits, they're talking about $1,400 to $2,000, right? So what's happening with Bitcoin more than anything, and why Bitcoin has such a strong future, is because of its supply and demand. Very important for you to understand. So how do you get involved, right? How do you participate? Well, I got to keep an eye on the clock because I have to go do this training. I'm doing this training like 5 times tonight. So I want to show you guys a few other things, and then I'm going to give it back to Jorge just to talk to you guys about how to get this platform for free and how much it costs. So don't worry. We made this the most affordable platform with the most value in the world. Let's talk real quick about market. How to get involved with crypto. Okay, so there are 5 ways to get involved with crypto. Okay, number 1 is through what I call dollar cost averaging and building a portfolio. Okay, so basically what happens here is you're buying incrementally. Maybe it's daily, weekly, monthly, but you're not buying to sell, you're collecting, right? You're like baseball cards or Pokemon cards or whatever. You're buying crypto to build a collection, AKA a portfolio. Okay. Now, this is what I do. I do 3 things, but this is what I do the most because I believe in crypto long-term, right? It's like, you know, you don't just go buy bars of gold to sell them back next week. You're buying bars of gold so you have them long-term. This is the key to investing, is looking at your short-term investments and then looking at your long-term investments. So what I teach on the platform is geared more towards the dollar cost average portfolio audience. Now, for those of you guys who maybe have a great job, you know, you want to start investing, you got a little bit of money, portfolio is the way to go. I'll be honest, everybody in the world should be building a portfolio. If you don't have a crypto portfolio, you need to get involved with our platform and plug into my trainings and plug into the other educators, because I'm telling you guys, that portfolio will change your life. And I have a lot of friends that are on the platform that literally have had the most life-changing transformation. Now, number 2 is with a fund. Okay, so what I just showed you, GBTC, publicly traded, right? You go get an E-Trade account, you know, whatever. Guys, this is for people with a lot of money, in my opinion, because it's $30 a share. So, okay, you know, maybe you go buy 30 shares, $900, right? But at the end of the day, is that going to double, triple? I think you can make more money holding the physical crypto. But GBTC is great. So that's number 2. Number 3 is leverage, right? MetaTrader 4. It's the same way that people are trading Forex, okay? Foreign exchange is typically traded on MetaTrader 4 with leverage. Now, this is cool because you can use OPM, other people's money, right? That's what leverage is. So on these brokers, you could do this really on any budget. I don't recommend trading with, you know, less than a few $100s if you're going on a real account. But guess what, guys? You can start trading number 3 on a demo account. So you don't even need real money to start learning how to trade crypto. The other thing that I like about number 3 is you can buy and sell. So when Bitcoin drops, you can sell the market and make money as it's going down. A lot of people don't know, but you can buy and sell Bitcoin without physically touching or owning the coin itself. You could do it right on leveraged trading MetaTrader 4. Our platform teaches you how to do that, and we actually have copy and paste signals that you can follow the professionals and see what they're doing, okay? So that's number 3. Number 4 is actually with options. Now, this is another one. A lot of people don't know. But we are working on the program. You can actually trade what they call binary options. It's not like stock options, but it allows you to basically do puts and calls, buys and sells in a 1 minute, 3 minute, or 5 minute time frame. And you can actually scalp basically the Bitcoin markets, but with a US dollar deposit. So you can do this. It's cool. It's fast, but not my favorite. Number 5. Okay, is in the exchange trading. Now we have a guy on our team that I'm going to show you. So I'm not going to go too deep into it now because I'm going to show you, but we have a guy in our team who's the best crypto exchange trader I've ever seen. And some of the people on this call are familiar with Kurt Cobain. If you guys have made money with our team, or if you guys have had a great experience, go type yes in the chat box if you guys have had a great experience with Kurt Cobain and our team and the platform. Because I know about maybe 10 people or so on here are actually a part of the platform. Everybody else is a guest. So it'll be good for the guests to see what you guys have done. So let me show you the platform, okay? So the learning is done on what we call the IM Center, okay? So you do need a username and a password. It's kind of like Netflix. It's a membership, right? You get your username and password, and then you have access to the platform. Now, we do have an academy, all right? So if you come in here, you join, you click on academies, you're going to see DCX, Digital Currency Exchange. It's a bunch of recorded videos, trainings, PDFs that take you through the basic, intermediate, and advanced of crypto. On Go Live, this is where I'm actually an educator, right? We have over 180 educators in our company, and 7 of them are English crypto educators. So you guys have a Nas Hija who's actually live right now. So let's click and we're going to watch like 10 seconds of his session.
Is gold will go up when there's uncertainty in the market, okay? To me, it was really confusing, right? It was really confusing to me that gold started to drop, okay? Gold dropped, right? And it literally cleared out all these buyers over here. We have some imbalance over here as well, right? Price just rose really, really quickly, rose again, and then it.
So imagine this is 15 seconds, but every single educator we put on the platform has been vetted. They're successful traders and educators, and they're here to guide you through the markets. So you have an entire group of people, including myself, that are here teaching you 6 days a week for crypto. So you have Sundays and Wednesdays with Anas. We have a gentleman named Shun Augentusen. He's brand new. He's very good for beginners. So when you guys start, definitely clock in and log into Shun's sessions. You've got my sessions tonight at 9. If you guys go join and get started, you could even join on Kurt's session tonight. Picasso, Nick Gomez. So a lot of good stuff happening. And, my sessions, I'll just show you quickly. I just finished mine tonight. We're averaging 34, almost 3,500 people a week. You could see the feedback. Amazing learning session. Thank you, Jason. Have a blessed day, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So people get a lot of value. But down here, we have all the recordings. So even if you miss my session today, you can go watch it right now. Right? And I think that's so cool. That's so valuable. The favorite sessions, I actually put here. You can see the second tab, favorite sessions. I have five video course that's specifically designed to help you. If you don't know anything about crypto, you go through this course, you're going to feel really good, really confident. And now you'll have a platform and a foundation to run off of. So you have that live mentorship. Now, the last thing that we're going to talk about right now that I think is extremely important, because you guys are getting into crypto and I want you to crush it. And I'm here. I'm in your corner. I'm one of the mentors on the platform as well. I want you guys to really understand the value that is here. There's something called the Swipecoin Scalper, one of the best software algorithms I've ever seen. Now imagine you had a computer that was sitting there telling you when to get into the market and when to get out. All throughout the day, 7 days a week. That's what this scalper does. It called out just today a sell and the market dropped. A buy yesterday, market went up. A sell, market went down. Guys, a buy, market went up just a little bit. But here's the cool part. As soon as it flips to a sell, you close out, take your profits, take the ride down. This thing is extremely accurate. And I was just with the gentleman today. He's like, meet me on my boat. That's how you know somebody's, OG. So meet me on my boat. It wasn't a boat. It was a yacht. So I walk in and he's got his computer open. He's got the scalper up. He's like, look, I've been a customer with this platform for 2 weeks. I've been trying to figure out how to trade for 2 years. He's like, I am so impressed. He's like, will you help me show this to my friends? Because I have a lot of people who are trying to make money in crypto and nobody knows where to start. Guys, This is a game changer. He was literally sitting there on his boat trading with the Scalper. Unbelievable. Okay, does Bitcoin and Ethereum. And right now you could see that we came in a break and a close of 1287. So basically if price comes up and closes above 1287, break of close, sell is valid. It said this is supposed to say buy is valid. Somebody made a typo. But if it comes up here and closes above, it's good for a buy. If it breaks below 1248, it's a sell. Guys, you're not alone. But understand, you have with this platform for less than $10 a day. Like, it's crazy. And you can get it for free. You guys have with this platform mentorship to actually teach you how to get into the markets. You have people that have actually made real money trading, not just, some people who are trying to sell you a course. You got people who have been involved for over 5 years. So it's not something we popped up. It's a global company with over 200,000 customers, almost a $500 million company. And you guys got introduced to it today by a friend, somebody who likes, trusts, respects you, somebody you met on social media. And these people are also using the platform and our testimonial. So what I want to do is toss it over. Actually, I'll pull up the cart. I want to show you guys how to get started. Very simple. Okay. You're going to, if you want to rock and roll with the platform, guys, there's a couple things to know. There's no contract. Okay. So if you get started, it goes month by month. So if you don't like it for whatever reason, or you get busy or something happens, you literally just log in. You have a username and password. You log in, you click cancel, and the company won't charge you again. No love lost, no love found. So you don't really have anything to risk. Okay. Right now, there is a promotion because normally the crypto package is $235 to start. Right now, we have a link that the person who put you on this call can send you. You could start for $199. So you can actually get started for less than $200 today. You'll get access to everything that I showed you. And if you get 2 customers in your first 28 days, your next month is free. So you don't pay the $175 a month. So we charge $235 up front, but we're going to charge you $199. And then it goes to $175 a month. And if you get 2 customer referrals, the next month it's free. And you get access to the Scalper, free, my sessions, all the educators, free. You cannot beat that. Guys, you can see the intention of our company is simple. Yes, we want to grow like every other company, but we want to do it by helping people. So instead of just paying for Facebook ads, which most people don't even care about, we said, look, if you help us grow, we're going to give you the services for free. But don't get it twisted. We're not sitting here saying, look, go beg people to join, go annoy people. No. If you want to share the platform with some people that are your friends, social media, there's a lot of people out there that are A, looking for more money, B, looking to know how to trade, C, losing jobs or scared. They don't want to go outside. This is the perfect place to come learn a skill, how to make money online on Wi-Fi from anywhere in the world. So to close it out, I'm going to throw it back to a very good friend of mine. I met Jorge. I call him George, so I'm like fighting with what to call him on this call, but we call him Jorge. I met him actually in college, like literally probably about 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. We've been friends for maybe 11 years. And actually, we were in the same fraternity, and he was my little brother in the fraternity. So George and I are extremely close. And you know what's crazy? For the first 5 years, first 4.5 years, I was a part of this platform. Most of my friends, most of my fraternity brothers, most of my closest friends didn't pay attention to trading. I don't beg people to join. I don't chase people down, but if you follow me, you know what I'm doing, right? Especially on social media. So Jorge comes and he says, dude, I don't know, I'm working. I hate my job. I'm looking for something, but I'm not sure. And, now 8 months, 10 months later, I forget how long it's been. It's probably the beginning of the pandemic. So we're thinking about 9 to 10 months. He went from being reliant on a job that takes up a lot of his time to just hitting Platinum 2000 in our company. Guys, Platinum 2000 is an extra $2,000 a month for just sharing this with other people. It's crazy. So he has that money now to fund his trading account. You can take that money, pay some bills, cut some hours off the job, put that money back in, and he's built a crypto portfolio. He's doing the investing. He's plugged in. He's become a very good trader, but also a very good leader. And he stepped up today, with some friends that he grew up with in Tom's River and said, bro, let's do this call. Let's show some guests and let's bring some people on. So Jorge, if you just want to come on and close it out, maybe share a few things. Guys, I got to jump on another call, but I am extremely grateful for the opportunity to speak, to teach, to coach, to mentor. Jersey stand up for sure. I live in Miami now, but Jersey boy at heart. But guys, thank you so much. Welcome to the company. Welcome to our organization. Welcome to the platform. Make sure you guys get back to the person who invited you. Jorge, I'm going to toss it over. Thank you guys. Have an amazing night. I hope to see you on my session Friday night, 6 p.m. I better see you there.
Jason, thank you so much, man. Guys, if you got value from anything that he said, go ahead and, drop a couple yeses in the chat. That was awesome. He breaks it down on a level all the time, constantly, that allows us to keep in perspective the large picture, the big picture, I should say. A lot of the educators on the platform, like you said, we're trading leverage. We're getting the money, in the moment and quickly. But also it's important to keep our eyes downfield, even when there's pressure on the pocket. So what happens is, always in mind, keep the long term. It's about growing the portfolio. It's about building the assets. It's about planning for 5 years from now, not 5 days. So the only other thing that I wanted to touch on before I get out of here was I wanted to show you guys something on the screen, because we did talk about a lot of stuff, and I'm sure some of you are like, wow, that sounds really good. We're trading leverage. We're building a portfolio. We're getting these trade ideas. We're doing this, and that, but it sounds confusing. It is absolutely not. If you see right here, we have DCX-Swipecoin. This is what you would be logging into. It's kind of like the web browser version of looking at everything we have going on. Easy to follow. We got MetaTrader 4 ideas. So these are called from the educators. These are the leverage trades Jay was talking about. We have our exchange ideas. So these are going to be your coins for your wallet that you're going to be buying and holding. This is that long-term picture. This is that buy it and forget it type strategy. This is going to be, building in your wallet. You're just looking and you're gaining percents in your wallet while you're also trading leveraged, ultimately moving around. And actually in here was also the scalper that Jay talked about as well. So you actually have scalpers over here. You have access to all of that, but it's organized. It's easy for you to see, and it's easy for you to navigate. So instead of doing something as hard as learning how to navigate the market and figure it out, what it's simplified down to for you is learning how to navigate the software, which is very easy to learn. So the last thing I'm just going to say to everybody is go ahead and reach out to that person who invited you onto this call tonight and thank that person, because what we are experiencing right now is the greatest wealth transfer in history. More millionaires will be made in the next 5 years than they were in the last 50. And it's people that don't have money now that will be having money in the future, I should say. But thank you all for joining us. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of your evening. Vontel, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Hey guys, I appreciate you guys. Put the sevens in the chat. That was a good training, guys. Sevens in the chat. I appreciate it. And guys, this is not the end of us linking up. Jorge's team, our team, is not the end, guys. Next month, we're going to have D-Lo Nation on, guys. All right, we're going to have Coach Foster on next month. So stay tuned and build those portfolios. All right, we're doing great things with this platform. And just tell your friends and family, and just let's get to the bag, y'all. Let's get to the bag. Hope you guys are having a good night. And we'll see you guys soon. All right. Work hard. Keep working hard. And congrats, Jorge. Congrats, man. P2. Congrats.
Thank you, bro. Absolutely. Momentum in the same direction. I look forward to working together and moving as one. Let's get it.
Have a good night. Y'all have a good night.
Take care, everybody. Have a beautiful night.